Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this Salesforce Agentforce series, today we are going to learn about how we can create the custom actions using the Salesforce Flow, and after that how we can assign that created action to the agent in Salesforce. So in the previous video we have seen introduction to Agentforce in Salesforce, then how we can create Agentforce for service in Salesforce, and after that I have explained how we can enable the Agentforce for developers in Salesforce. So the videos link of these videos I have given in description box, you can go through that. After that you will be more understand how we can create the custom actions using Flow and how we can assign that created custom actions to the agent in Salesforce. Now first let's understand why we need to create the custom actions in Agentforce. For that, let me navigate to the Salesforce org. Now here you can see, here we enabled the Agentforce in Salesforce. As I hover on this icon, here you can see, here we have Agentforce. As I click on it, now here you can see chat window is open. Now here we have seen for the standard agent, the Salesforce gives the standard actions so that the agent can perform the actions whatever the user provide the input. So here I am giving the prompt, how many records we have in the account object. Now as I press the enter key, so it's analyzing. Now here you can see the agent gives us response. Here is the total number of records in the account object. Here we have 13. As I open the account tab, then let me change the list view. Here I am selecting all accounts. Then as you can see, here we have 13 records. That means here we have given the prompt to the agent how many records. These are the standard actions which already Salesforce given to the agents. So now here I am opening the home tab. And now here I am giving the prompt, create task for, let me copy any account name. So here we have Salesforce. Here I am copying this account name. Create task for Salesforce account with subject as high priority. And now here I am giving this prompt to the agent. Let's see what will be the response from the agent. So here it's working on it. Now here you can see it seems there was an issue creating a task directly. Let's try again with some specific approach. Now here you can see it might be the prompt issue. That means we didn't provided the instruction clearly. So here again I am giving the prompt, create task for the Salesforce account. Now here you can see the prompt response, could you please provide more details for tasks like such as due date, status or any other relevant information. So here I am giving subject is important, it's a mandatory field. So here I am providing with subject as high priority, then due date will be, so today is 28th of April, so here I am giving 1st of May 2025, then status will be new, and that's it. Now here I am giving this prompt to the agent, press the enter key. Now again here you can see the agent gives us a response. It seems there was an issue with creating the task. So that means agent is not able to create the task for the account. So for that we need to create the action using the Salesforce Flow, so that after giving the prompt to the agent creating the task for this account, then agent can perform that action. So in this video we will deep dive into what is the custom actions in Salesforce Agentforce. After that how we can create the custom actions using the Flow, and then how we can assign the created action to the particular agent in Salesforce Agentforce. For that, watch the video till end and don't miss any step. And if you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so whenever we post any new video, you will get an update. Now, before moving ahead, here is very big announcement for the Salesforce Geekers. We recently launched a Salesforce admin training course. In that, we explain every concept in a simple and easy to understand way, so you can learn step by step with the confidence. So this course is for beginner to the advanced level. In that we have covered 10 modules. You will get lifetime access. So here you can see, here we have covered 10 modules: introduction to Salesforce, Salesforce navigation and setup. After that, Salesforce user management. Then we also have covered Salesforce apps, object and tabs. After that, the Salesforce fields and formulas, UI customization in Salesforce. After that, Salesforce reports and dashboards, Salesforce data management and Salesforce flows. So in this course, we have covered everything from beginner to the advanced level. So if you are serious about launching your Salesforce career, check out the course now. We have provided the link in the description box. You can go through it. Now let's jump to the topic. Now let's come to our topic. So first we will understand what is the custom actions in Salesforce Agentforce. So the custom actions are the working behind the scenes of an agent is because of the actions. That means whatever the prompt that you are giving to your agent, the Atlas engine process that information, and after that whatever the actions we have given to the agent, according to that actions the agent gives us the response. So you must be thinking, what is the Atlas engine? So in the upcoming videos I will be detailed explained about the Atlas engine in Salesforce. So stay with us. Now let's understand the custom actions. So the custom actions actually perform the task like creating a record, booking an appointment, fetching a records from the Salesforce, and there are more tasks we can create using the custom actions in Agentforce. Now these custom actions we can create using Salesforce Flow, then Apex and then prompt templates. So in this video we will learn about how we can create the custom actions using the Salesforce Flow. And then in the upcoming videos I will be explain how we can create the custom actions using Apex and then prompt template. Now without any delay, let's get started. So here first we need to create the Salesforce Flow where we will create the actions. For that, in the quick find, here I am searching for flows. Here you can see under the process automation you have flows, click on it. Now here we have one question, for which purpose we are going to create these custom actions. So for that, let's take a scenario. The scenario is simple. So here we have provided the prompt to create the task. So the scenario is, we want to create a custom actions in Agentforce so that after giving the prompt to the agent should be create the task for the account that we have provided. So here, let me navigate to the flows. So here I am clicking on new flow button to create the new flow. After that, here we need to select start from scratch and then click on next. So here, which flow type we need to select. Now here is very important thing. We can only use the invocable or the at-launch flow to create the custom actions to assign to the agent in Salesforce. So here we cannot select any other flow type to assign the agent in Salesforce. So here I am selecting at-launch flow and then click on create button. So now here I am going to create 3 variable resources. So here first one will be related ID, then subject and then task ID. So here I am creating first related ID. For that, here you can see here we have toggle toolbox, click on it. Then in the manager tab, here you can see here we have new resource button, click on it. Now in the resource type, here I am going to select variable, then API name will be related ID. Then in the data type, here I am selecting text, and then here we need to select available for input. Why this? Because whenever we give the prompt to the agent should, because when we give the prompt to the agent with the account name, then agent will process the related records ID, then the agent will process the related ID, subject and then task ID of that particular record. And for that we need to take input from that particular account. So here I am selecting this available for input and then click on done. Now again we need to create another resource for the subject. Again in the resource type we need to select variable, API name will be subject, data type text and again available for input. And then third variable, here I am going to select variable, API name, task ID. Then in the data type, here I am selecting text and this time here I am selecting available for output. Here I am checking this checkbox and then click on done. Now here we have created 3 resource type. Now to create the task, here we need to select the create record element. For that, here I am clicking on this add element, search for the create record element. Here you can see, here we have create record, click on it. Here I am providing the label, create task for agent. A pane will be automatically populate. Now here you can see how to set records fields value. Here I am selecting manually, and then here we need to select the object. So here I am selecting task object because we are going to create task for the account. Here I am selecting task. Then as I scroll down, now here we need to set field values for the task. So first here I am selecting due date. So here you can create the dynamic due date by clicking on new resource, and there you can create the formula. So here I am providing the hard coded value for that. So here I am providing month 05, date 01 and 2025. Then here we need to add another field for the assign to ID. And for the assign to ID field, here we need to select the running user. So here as you scroll down, here you can see running user, and then here we need to select the ID of that particular user. Then again click on this add field. Here we need to select subject, and this time in the value, here we need to select the created resource. So here we created the subject resource. As you click on it, then scroll down, and here you can see in the simple variables, here we have subject, click on it. Again click on this add field, and here we need to select related to ID. So here I am searching for related to ID, and in the value again here we need to select the created variable, which is related ID. After that, as I scroll down, here you can see here we have manually assigned variables. Click on this checkbox. Now here we need to store the task ID in variable. So for that, in the variable, here we need to select the created task ID variable that we created in the resource. Here you can see, here we have task ID, select this one. Now our flow is ready to activate. For that, let me close this one, and then click on save button to save the flow. So here I am providing the label for the flow, custom action using flow for agent. As you click on this flow API name, it will be automatically populate, and then click on save. After saving the flow, we need to activate it. For that, so the flow is successfully saved. Here I am clicking on activate button. Now our flow is also successfully activated. Now after creating the flow, we need to navigate to the agent. For that, here I am clicking on this setup. Then in the quick find, here I am searching for agent actions. Click on it. Now earlier under the Agentforce Studio, here we have the agent actions. Now they have changed from the agent actions to the Agentforce assets. So here I am clicking on Agentforce asset. And here you can see, here we have topics and actions. Now to add the created actions to the agent, here you can see, here we have actions button or tab, click on it. After that, here you can see, here we have new agent actions button, click on it. And then in the reference action type, here we need to select the flow. After that, here you can see reference action. As you click on it, here we get the custom actions using flow for agent. The flow that we created, that flow label appear over here. So here I am selecting this flow label, and then here you can see it automatically populated in the agent actions label and then agent actions API name. After that, here we need to click on this next button. So now here you can see, here we need to provide the agent actions instruction. So here I am providing this action. Now here you can see I given the instruction. This action creates a task record when the user asks an agent to create the task with subject. For example, the user can say create the task for account XYZ with the subject. And after that, in the loading text, here I am providing creating task for account. After that, scroll down and here you can see here we have related ID and then output task. Now as I said, while creating the variable resource in the flow, so the related ID and task ID will be taken from the account information. So here again we need to provide the instruction in the input, which is, so here I provided the instruction get the ID from the record name that the user has mentioned against which the task should be created. Now after that, here you can see here we also have the subject. In the subject instruction here I am providing. Now here you can see I given the instruction for the subject. The user will give the subject value. If not given, then use the default value as log a call. That means while giving the prompt to the agent to create the task record, we need to give the subject. If we don't give the subject, then agent will use the default value of subject, which is log a call. After that, we need to set the instruction for the output. So here I am providing task record should be shown on the UI. That means after creating the task record should be shown in the UI. This is the output for this agent. So here to display the output, here you can see here we have shown conversation. So here we need to select the checkbox and then simply click on this finish button. Now as you scroll down, here you can see the custom actions has been successfully created. Now we need to assign this added action to the agent. For that, in the quick find, search for the agents. And then here you can see under the Agentforce Studio, here we have Agentforce agents. Click on it. And now here we need to select to which agent or for which agent we want to assign the created action. So here I am selecting this Agentforce default. Click on it. And then to add the action, here we need to click on this open in builder button. So now here you can see here we have some topics. Now we want to add the created action, the actions we created using the flow, and that action we added into the agent's asset. So here you can see here we have one topic. If you want to create new topic, for that here you can see here we have new button. As you click on it, here we have new topic button. From here you can create new topic as per your requirement. So now here I will show you how we can add the created action to the created topic. So here I am selecting this topic. For that you need to click on this. Then here you can see here we have one option, this topic's actions. To add the actions we need to click on this tab. And then here also we have new button. To add the action, here we need to click on this new button. And then here you can see here we have one option, add from assets library. Here we need to click on it. And then here we need to select the created action. So here we created custom action using the flow. Here I am selecting this one. If you want to add another actions, you can add it as per your requirement and then click on finish button. Now as you scroll down, let me go back. Again as I open the topic, then again go to the actions. Then as I scroll down, here you can see the custom actions using flow has been successfully added to the particular topic. Now before activating the agent, let's check whether agent can give the response to create the task or not. For that, here I am providing the prompt, create a task for Salesforce account with high priority subject. Then as I press the enter key, so here you can see it's analyzing the request. I hope this time it will work, because we have successfully created flow and then we have added the action to the particular topic. So it's working fine. So here you can see the task is created. Now let's navigate to the task object to check whether the task is created or not. So here I am opening the task object. Now here you can see in the open task, here we have one high priority task which is Salesforce as a account. As I open this one, so here you can see the due date, account priority is normal, and then related to Salesforce account. So in this way we can create the custom actions using the Salesforce flow and assign to the agent to create the task in Salesforce. So like this, you can create the different actions using the Apex or the Flow. In the upcoming videos, I will explain how we can create the custom action using Apex in Salesforce. And after that, we will see how we can assign that action to the agent. So I hope whatever I explained, you understood that. So in this video, we have learned how we can create the custom actions using the Salesforce Flow. After that, how we can assign that created actions to the agent. And then we also have seen how we can create the topic, how we can add the instruction, and how we can assign the created action and how the agent perform to create the task using the Salesforce Flow. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. So whenever we post a new video, you will get an update. Thank you.